Today, we've got an exciting update about the game support level we'll see from the world's largest game publishing studio as of 2024, none other than Microsoft. Trophy following their massive acquisition strategy, including the Bethesda and Microsoft Activision Blizzard King merger, Microsoft is shifting to a multi-platform strategy. They're not just relying on exclusives to sell their consoles, they're aiming for large revenue share cuts. Rocket Microsoft's multi-platform strategy Rocket. Let's highlight some direct comments from the head of Xbox Game Studio about their multi-platform strategy, specifically mentioning Switch 2. We'll explore which games are most likely to come to the Nintendo Switch 2 within the launch year or shortly thereafter. So, stick around for a fun deep dive into the exciting software we can look forward to on this platform. Bell, stay updated. Bell. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications to join Sun Nation if you're new here. Globe showing Europe Africa Nintendo Life write-up Globe showing Europe Africa. Let's jump over to Nintendo Life, where they have a write-up with exactly what was said by the head of Xbox Game Studio. The article reads, the Xbox head excited about Switch 2 and multi-platform releases. It's good to have our games reach more places. Xbox has shifted to a new strategy where it's bringing more first-party IP to other platforms, including Nintendo's devices. We've already heard from Phil Spencer how the plan is to support Switch 2 when it arrives. Now, Xbox Game Studio head Craig Duncan has elaborated on the company's multi-platform approach going forward. Speaking during an Xbox Game Studio update, Duncan mentioned how cool it was to see the Switch 2 announcement and how he's always curious and excited about what Nintendo can do. Multi-platform releases, win-win for gamers. Duncan believes it's a win-win for gamers and his teams. He stated, I think it's good for gamers. It's good for our studios. Our studios make amazing games, and we want to give those games a chance to reach the broadest audience possible. So even I think back to when I had my studio head Sea of Thieves hat on, having Sea of Thieves reach multiple platforms, being able to remove barriers so those players could play together. I think it's just good for gamers. It's good to have our games reach more places. Recent and upcoming releases. Last year, Xbox kicked off this strategy with 4 games, including Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, Pentiment, and Grounded. Recently, they've announced new releases for PlayStation, including Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Age of Mythology Retold, and Forza Horizon 5. Following their acquisition of Activision Blizzard, Microsoft struck a deal to revive Call of Duty on Nintendo platforms. Collision. Future game announcements. While it seemed like Xbox and Microsoft weren't always in sync, we're now seeing unified messaging from all fronts. Microsoft's games are coming to every platform. This shift raises the question, what first-party Microsoft game isn't going multi-platform? There's a transition period to get these ports ready for Nintendo Switch 2 and PS5. We're seeing Xbox projects announced but not yet released for PS5, hinting that they might find their way to Switch 2 soon.